here. 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready. Let go.
Right into the air to open this one up. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCoupa. And he's going to bring this one back. Less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
On the ready. Let's go. Hot, hot.
He'll now force this forward to the 37. Andrew McCoupa from his safety spot to make the stop. It is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Watkins. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, 49ers.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he's got the defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to get the football at their own 23.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long runs. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man gonna kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. Now, an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Tag! Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready?
Now, faking the give. Again, working deep downfield. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
70 Timberwolves! Go!
Back to the air once more on second down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
Ready? 79 Broncos! Here we go, here we go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! 18 Cardinal, 18...
On third down, he'll set up to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Go! Cougar 19! Panther 11! Panther 11! Let go!
They'll look to throw yet again. But to his right.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, break!
Try again. It's second and 10.
60 Bobcats! 60! Come on, come on!
He'll look to throw. Quick run, taken in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Bronco 80! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready?
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Here we go, 60 Eagles!
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
Get up!
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
On the ready. Viking, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Man in motion is Smith.
Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going right, it's taken in. Big strides, look at him go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Hey. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the game. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air again on 2nd and 10. Throw on the run is complete. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, 49ers.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Go, 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 go.
Let go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one, look out. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Rush to his right. He'll air this one out for Watkins. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now, for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This throw on the side is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Let's go now. Cowboy, 70s Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw here on first down. He's got the 2021 Heisman Award. That's Devontae Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Get up.
One quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10.
On the set. Bronco ready. Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Here we go, check it, let's go. Check it off.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
19 target.
Here's Pacheco. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Rolling to the left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
And at this point on the sideline, like it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Throwing now on 1st and 2nd. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Down the right sideline. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are able to extend the lead. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 7, 18, 17, 18, 5, ready.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
Count 19, go. 70 red.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and put it this way. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Hill with to throw. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And he'll take it on. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. It's up and good. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. Touchdown. It is Fitzgerald to send this one away.
Ready, break. Ready, 70, 19, 18. Ready.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating, negative plays.
On the ready.
It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage,
18
making
Cardinal.
you work for everything you get.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This ball out of the way. That's incomplete.
While it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point, they finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Putting the tight end in motion. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Ready. Pick. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash! Viking 18! Panther 11! Panther 11! Steady!
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Bring up 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Let's go. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19. Riggs. Riggs. Bronco 80. Ready.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. As the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
On the ready.
Still get a 1st down at the 1.
1st
1st and 10. They go from the 11. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Okay, ready?
Work to do now as they come
Seven
up on
Pirates,
second
seven Pirates.
and long.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The extra point is up and through. And the 49ers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Touchdown. It is Fitzgerald to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll cut across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Viking 18! Viking 18! Panther 60! Panther 60!
The drive begins with a run. And good running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. Here comes second and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19.
Man in motion is Smith. That is caught wide on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
The throw here is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Second and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And he'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves, trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 54 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points, The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. Come on, set. Bronco lead, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Warrior 70. Dragon 79 Broncos.
Back to the air once more on second down. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. One-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
60, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Bronco. Trying to get back to the line, but he's not going to lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
He'll drop the throw. Fourth half left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
Shotgun snap as they throw it on third down. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A give here to check down. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Man in motion is Smith. Look wide, gets this one complete. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
Here we go.
Last game.
Bronco 80.
They motion a receiver right. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert. Riggs, Riggs. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check smash, check smash.
Pacheco. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
One more time with Pacheco. He's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, following the touchdown, the punter man gonna kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Tag. Cougar Knight, Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. They'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Cat, 65, 19.
On 2nd and 10, though, try to throw. Forced to his right. Oh, for the hit. He is intercepted. Picked up by John Campbell.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Viking, Gravity Lions.
They'll start on the ground with the checkup. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way, bring it to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with the tackle. And a sigh of relief, he gets a 1st down, up past the 10 and out to the 13.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10.
Hey. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
Okay,
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line.
Here we go,
as
here we
they
go.
come up first and 10.
Timberwolf. Ready.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
the 22 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd down, they'll go with the counter to try to pick it up. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the end zone. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready? Bronco 80. 70 Lions.
Watch the whip.
70 Lions. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll air one out. That ball pushing it up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Down. 60 Eagles, 6 Warriors, 70. Check out.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
65. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to air this one out. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to look downfield once again. He tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium era. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Let's go. Cougar 90. Buffalo 8. Cowboy 80.
First and 10. They'll set up to throw. He got this underneath to Pacheco. He's into the clear again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Eagles. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles add on to their already sizable lead. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Come on, set, go.
Back to throw. Escaping to his left. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Set. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch.
Now.
In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long.
Nice. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's never going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Set it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 65.
Look to throw. That's over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
18 Cardinal. 18.
He'll get up the middle, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Got it. Ready?
This is 3rd and 6.
70 Lions. 60.
Throwing now from the gun. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. Even with
Viking 18.
To the air now on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
It's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Viking 18.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. A spot with a much better